That's so important to pray for your pastor. I don't think most people in the congregation realize what a pastor goes through. One of the things that I told the Lord a long time ago when he called me into doing television ministry, I said, I'll do anything you want, Lord, but don't call me to be a pastor. And the reason was I saw at the time, but over the years I've seen even more. Pastors go through a lot. When you're in the hospital and you're sick, they care. When somebody passes away, it's a loss to them too. When they get criticized, they have to smile and endure. But there's a lot of things. Sometimes we just mistakenly think, well, the pastor preaches a couple hours on Sunday morning. Maybe even they might even do a Sunday night and maybe even a Wednesday prayer service, you know. So that's not a very hard job, but that's just scratching the surface. And they have to do it in a way that is uplifting to their congregation. They don't have an opportunity to be down. And so we need to pray for them, lift them up. It's a very, very, what do you say? It's not a physically exercising, but it's a mental drain many times to be up. And yes, the Lord lifts us up, and the Lord undergirds them, but it's still a drain on the body. Even Jesus said when he was preparing to go to the cross, it said that he in anguish said, Lord, if it be your will, let this pass from me, this cup. And he said he sweat blood, which meant that he was really, really under duress. But he did what the Lord said, and that's what pastors do. Even when they're under duress, they do what the Lord calls them to do. And sometimes it's just overwhelming. I've known of a few cases where they've committed suicide, and it's a sad case for the family particularly and for the church. But there's no doubt in my mind the Lord loves them.
Absolutely. Well, you just think about, you know, like you said, a lot of people think, well, it's just Sunday morning. But you think about what are all the things that you go to your pastor with for any problems, for any issues, for any counseling, for any advice. As you said, if you're sick in the hospital, your pastor's coming to see you. If you have a loved one pass away that maybe wasn't even a member of the church, but they still come to comfort you. And you imagine that going on for every single member of the church. And it is not only a huge responsibility, but the other side of it too is they're humans too, you know, and they're expected not to ever stumble and fall. You know, they have a lot of people looking up to them, and all the struggles and sins and different things that we think of us struggling with on a daily basis. You know, they are seen as the leader that is supposed to be above those things. But you know, really we know that God is truly the only one above. So it is a very noble profession. I'm very thankful for all our pastors.
And their wives. The wives go through it too, don't they?
Oh, yes. Oh, now that's a whole other chapter.
If you liked what you saw, make sure to like this video and comment below. Hit that subscribe button for more content uploaded weekly.